Okay guys, getting you my testimony a little bit late. Not late Ohio time, late Palermo time, because it's like 11 o'clock at night right now for me, but it's only like 4 o'clock for you guys or something like that. Anyways, I feel called to share the testimony I have for Stillness. I am a go person. I'm also a people pleaser. I'm also have FOMO, where I don't want to miss anything. So like all those things have made me sometimes run myself really dry, like just keep going and going and going. And I never had any plans on changing that until one year I do a word of the year, which I highly recommend to everybody because it's so life-changing. And I still do it. But that one year I was praying, I don't ever choose my word. I just pray until God gives me a word, and I refuse to pick one myself. And he gave me the word still. So for an entire year, my focus was still, S-T-I-L-L. And man, was it so hard. But wow, what goodness it shaped in me. Like, I needed stillness so bad, and I had no idea. I learned how to say no sometimes. I also learned to be okay with not being at every single thing. I learned how to pause and pray every single time. So before saying yes, because usually like as a people pleaser, someone would be like, oh man, I really need help with this. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to pause and I'm going to pray and see if this is what God has for me before I throw another ball into the mix. And that's really, really hard. It's not a common thing in America for us to be still. So I don't think it's just me. I think a lot of people struggle with it. I also started executing on the Sabbath. I've always wanted to like start doing it, but also didn't want to be like, you know, like a crazy Christian who like, I do Sabbath and all the feasts. Like that's not who I wanted to be. And so really prayed about it. And I feel God was really calling me to have a Sabbath where Friday night to Saturday night, I just turn my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I'm just with my kids, and I don't plan other things. We don't usually go out. We have Pizza Friday and we watch a movie and we hang out all Saturday. And it has been huge for our family. Some people got annoyed at first that they couldn't get a hold of me, or that I would pass on things that were on Friday night. But now nobody cares, and most people know that I take a Sabbath. And at first, like I said, it was really, really hard at first because it's like, man, I don't want to give up these things. And Friday nights can be such a fun night. And, you know, you can make up 1,000 reasons. And I feel like that's the enemy's scheme. Like he never comes right out and does stuff. It's always like this half truth or this thing that doesn't seem so bad. And if he can keep us busy, if he can keep us distracted, that's way easier than pulling us into evil, you know, especially as Christians, because you usually know right from wrong. You have morals. So all he can really do is distract you, slow you down, by just keeping you busy. And then you're not available for the things that God really has for you, you know? So that's my testimony for you guys today, my year of stillness. I can attest that. I mean, I'm like the busiest person I know. I have 11 different schedules, plus my husband, who's an entrepreneur and is all over the place. And I have a lot to balance. I would do a ton at the school. I'm writing a second book now. I mean, so many things I do. But I feel that taking that Sabbath, I actually found that I run 10 times faster. So like, it seems like, wow, 24 hours is so much time to like not do any of the things. Like there's so many things that have to get done, Anna. You don't understand. I do understand. But I promise you that laundry won't run away. I promise that those dishes won't run away. What I usually do is we use paper plates Friday, Saturday morning, and Saturday lunch. So that way dinner time is the first time I clean up afterwards, which is the evening. So the end of our Sabbath. So, I'll do stuff like that, you know, and we'll usually not make food. I'll probably usually just do like a charcuterie board or sandwiches. So that way there's not a bunch of pots that I have to wash. Or we grill out. Now that it's summer, we grill out, even breakfast grill out. So there's lots of ways to get creative with it. But guys, I cannot stress enough that God gave us a Sabbath as a gift. Jesus says the Sabbath was not made for man, but Man was not made for the Sabbath. There we go. Man was not made for the Sabbath, but the Sabbath for man. It was never meant to be something that was like ritualistic and like very like cut and dry. It was meant to be a gift. Like God did not need rest when he took rest the seventh day. He's God. He does not get tired or weary ever. He did it as an example to us to say like, this, I promise you, I will make enough time in the day for you to complete all your work in 6 days. Trust me, and take that rest, take that time to just put up your feet and rest. And for my Sabbath, I do an extra long Bible study as well. And try to just focus on God more of like, okay, now that I'm paused from everything, what direction do you have for me? Should I still be doing this, or how should I do this? And I just spend a longer prayer walk and get into my Bible and talk to my kids about some scripture, about some things that they're struggling with in school, and bring it into like, okay, what does the Bible say about it? Because believe it or not, when they say, I wish kids came with a manual, I wish like there was like a manual on how to parent. There is one. It's called the Bible, and it actually can answer all your questions. And I can attest to that too. But that's not the testimony today. Today is on stillness. So that's what I have for you guys today. I want to encourage you to get still because it's the best thing you'll ever choose.